everyone, I'm Tricia Swinson, and during this next hour, I get to introduce you to this year's class of SnowSports legends, while at the same time showing off the incredible $2.6 million expansion in what is now one of the world's most interesting and innovative ski and snowboard museums. Let's go inside. 2 years of planning and over a year of design and construction culminated on June 23, 2018, as the Colorado SnowSports Museum officially reopened its doors with a day-long open house and ceremonial ribbon cutting. There are 6 new exhibit bays, a theater, and 3 interactive touchscreen exhibits that allow visitors to dig deeper into interesting subjects. Let's click on our first inductee, free skiing legend, Chris Anthony.
Professional skier Chris Anthony shatters all preconceived notions of an occupation, typically spending more days on the mountain than off each year, and regularly tackling sheer drop-offs, untracked powder, and remote mountaintops. A graduate of the University of Colorado, Anthony has spent more than 28 years traveling as a member of the Warren Miller film team as both an athlete and host of the nationally acclaimed film tour.
I think if Chris did not get the call from Warren Miller, his life would have been much more boring.
He could have been a successful entrepreneur. He would have ended up being in the ski business somehow, but he wouldn't have been that happy ski bum that he is. He'd probably be a stressed out executive in some way, shape, or form.
It's not hard to believe that skiing has always been a part of Anthony's life. He says he started watching Warren Miller movies from his crib, and that the mountains have always been part of his backyard. Chris began skiing at just 18 months, growing up in Denver, training at Copper Mountain, and eventually being awarded a scholarship to Ski Club Vail. His parents met in Crested Butte, where his father was one of the early ski patrolmen, while his mother attended Western State College and worked in a fondue restaurant. In 1989, Anthony received his first phone call from Warren Miller Entertainment just as he was beginning to think his skiing career was finished. It came a week prior to his final exams at the University of Colorado from skiing legend Mike Farney as a result of his becoming aware of Chris during an all-mountain best skier competition. Farney was set to head to France with Warren Miller, and they needed one more athlete. Anthony was it. Chris made the rounds to all of his professors, begging them to let him accept the offer. They were all very excited for him, with the exception of his sports psychology professor, who said he would flunk him if he missed the final. Anthony went to France and took the F. He has spent more than half his life working with Warren Miller Entertainment, constantly taking risks in his career, pushing the limits of what is possible on skis. Some of these adventures end up in the films, but most don't. He was never an employee, so he must do whatever he can to continue to provide value to the company and keep the phone calls coming. But with all of these accomplishments, it is outside of the media and competition arenas where Anthony has truly made his most valuable contributions to Colorado and the state's ski industry. He has volunteered thousands of hours for a number of charitable organizations, raising over $1 million on their behalf prior to building his own youth outreach project.
Chris is unique in his ability to relate to kids, give them a message that is impactful, and then work with them.
Through his skiing background and his tales of adventure, Chris captures the attention of school children in assemblies, and he uses his experiences to teach them important life lessons. He brings the mountains to them in his visual presentations, and then he brings them to the mountains so that they can experience skiing and have adventures of their own.
Then he can share a message that he ties to math, science, the mountains, to our environment, so he can impress upon them the importance of education and their success in life, and tie that within the skiing model.
He's been really passionate about helping sort of kids find these outdoor experiences and help that track them into their school experience. So if these kids are passionate about skiing or other snow sports or whatever it is, helping that be part of the message of finding what they're passionate about and staying in school.
Thank you for bringing us out here.
Absolutely.
His dedication to giving back to Colorado and the sport of skiing is dramatically underscored by his passion for preserving the history and legacy of the 10th Mountain Division through projects like the acclaimed film documentary, Climb to Glory.
Chris's skiing style is unique because he has great finesse and grace, but he also has that racer kind of edge and really solid angle. So, I mean, I think he's a beautiful, amazing skier to watch.
Well, all I see is a flash, and then he waits for me at the bottom.
It is safe to say that Chris Anthony has not experienced a normal life. Luckily for him, the door to this journey opened with his parents putting him on skis as a child in Crested Butte. Great coaches developing his skiing through competition, and yes, that first phone call from Warren Miller. Since that day, he has tried to figure out how to keep it going while continuing to give back to his sport and his state through youth education and outreach.
Chris's legacy in the sport will be leading people to the mountains, leading people to skiing. He loves people that love skiing. He loves people that are interested in exploring and trying new things, and he plants seeds. He's the Pied Piper of skiing.
Some days, that's more challenging than skiing off cliffs. We are proud to welcome Chris Anthony to the Colorado SnowSports Hall of Fame tonight as an honored member of the class of 2018.
Stick around. When we come back, I'll show you more from inside the brand new Colorado SnowSports Museum. The 2018-19 Colorado SnowSports Hall of Fame show is brought to you by Corbel California Champagne. Toast life. Welcome back to the 2018-19 Colorado SnowSports Hall of Fame. This brand new skiing competition interactive exhibit is so cool. It features so many milestones in Colorado ski racing history. This high-tech eye wall allows you to dig deeper into Winter Olympics, World Championships, World